Hey everybody, August 17th, 2012, weekly wrap-up. And no doubt you've been seeing all the listen and recognize clips coming up, and I'm slowly, extremely slowly, asking you to listen to a chord, listen to random notes, doing it in little parts. You're going to be seeing more of that coming up as I release more clips in the listen and recognize. And I really hope that all of you make this sort of a part of your weekly regime of working things out, because it's going to improve your pitch and give you an ear like no ear you would have ever had. This is the ability to listen into what notes sound like, what chords sound like, and I keep saying I move it so slow because it's the only way for you to absorb this. Understand that all the great musicians that you've ever heard or met, especially if they're of a later age, they have a lifetime of absorbing material, listening to notes, listening to chords, figuring things out off of chord changes, listening to recordings and transcribing them. All of these things have an effect on them over a long period of time. And that effect is that they have listened to music, these same 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 notes, because that's all there really is 12 notes moving around in different octaves. But they've been exposed to it for so long that they can hear things that the average person maybe doesn't hear at first. Nothing's equal, so yeah, there can be a 6-year-old with a Mozart talent. I'm not discounting that. But some people have the Mozart talent later in their life. That's because they've spent a lifetime absorbing material. That's what this ear training program is all about. Really taking the time to give you reference material that you can slowly, very, very slowly absorb the notes. It's like having a music teacher 24/7 who's going to work with you, have immense patience with you, to get you just to listen to notes in ways that most people don't take the time out to do. Quite often what people do is that they think of everything linearly. Everything moving fast. We just sort of hear the notes zipping by in a flash. And that's okay, because there's times when you need to listen to things that way. But other times what really happens is that you need to listen into that note. Get a sense for what that note really is, what that note really sounds like, or this note. I love playing that note because it always sticks out like a sore thumb to me. It's F sharp, just in case you didn't know. The listen and recognize, it's all about that. And I'm excited in the fact that it's moving in a snail's pace, but at the same time, it's probably developing you in ways that you never thought you could develop before. So I'm pushing it. I want you to spend time. If you are on the site and you have access to the course, again, it starts as simple as anything can be and keeps progressing into things that are the total building blocks of every chord in music before we're done. So what did we do this week? Well, what we did this week is, on the Listen and Recognize course, we're moving from C major to C minor to C sharp major to C sharp minor, and of course, what's coming is all 12 of the chords. But we're going to do it very methodically. It's going to be majors and minors, and at the same time listening to random notes. I'm going to split it up sometimes and let you listen to major and minor, C major, C minor, C sharp major, C sharp minor, and all of the black keys. On other times we'll listen to all 12 of the tones randomly. Keep on building that skill. And what will it do for you? Well, hopefully those of you who have been following this all along by now understand what it'll do for you. You're hearing chord changes. You're hearing things go from major to minor. You're able to vocalize with lines and improvise all around the chord changes. And if you can't, don't worry, because that's part of the course that's coming up. So that's what's going on in the Listen and Recognize. You should expect to be seeing some more songs coming up pretty soon, and an interview coming up pretty soon too. I don't want to give it all away, but there's another interview coming up, and I think you'll find that interesting. Also, behind the scenes, I am working on these courses I keep on telling you that are going to be showing up pretty soon. So be on the lookout for the beginning of releasing some of the other courses. I'm going to be talking about vibrato. Maybe not too long from now, I'll start revealing the advanced course, the advanced singing course. Again, I want to give everybody enough time to see the importance of what's going on here in the intermediate course. And again, I only call it the intermediate course because of the success of material. The material in the advanced course isn't probably exactly like you think it's going to be anyway. It's going to be concepts that teach you more about singing techniques, performance techniques, how you incorporate what it is that you've been learning in the intermediate course, and then exercises that will take you past anything that we've done in that in relationship to building power and showing you how to get a real strong mix. All of that's coming up in the advanced course, so be on the lookout for that. All right, I think I just gabbed away forever here, so I think that about wraps us up. I will see you guys next week for the weekly wrap-up. Keep practicing, keep singing, keep ear training.